How quickly do you respond to God's call? It's one of the questions to consider today. Welcome back to Radical and Relevant. I am Matthew Kelly. Each day we take a few moments to reflect on the gospel. Today's gospel is very short, so we need to lock in. John chapter 19, verses 25 through 27, and we're at the foot of the cross. So the soldiers did this, but standing by the cross of Jesus were his mother and his mother's sister, Mary, the wife of Clopas, and Mary Magdalene. When Jesus saw his mother and the disciple whom he loved standing near, he said to his mother, "Woman, behold your son." And then he said to the disciple, "Behold your mother." And from that hour, the disciple took her into his own home. So Mary and John at the foot of the cross, Jesus' command, direction, call to John was, "This is your mother. I'm going. This is your mother." And we read the immediacy of his response. And we see this throughout the Gospels, the immediacy of people's response to Jesus and his call. We see it throughout the Old Testament, the immediacy of people's response to God's call, or the delay, or the rejection, or the resistance. And so the question I'm challenged to consider today is, how quickly do I respond to God's call? When God asks me to do something, large or small, how quickly do I respond? You know, I got teenagers now, and when I ask them to do something, let me assure you, there is not immediacy in their response. There is usually, for certain questions, probably a little bit of grumbling and plenty of resistance, sometimes outright rejection of the request, or they ignore it, or they say they'll do it later and then forget. All that sort of, normal teenage stuff going on. And that just gets me thinking, like, do I respond to God like a teenager? And I hope not. And if I do, I hope I can work on that. So I challenge you, as you go about your day today, be mindful of the Spirit. What is the Spirit calling you to do? And is there immediacy of response? Do you resist, reject, ignore, put off, and forget? How do you respond to God's call in your life? Have a great day, and remember, be bold, be Catholic.